What's up guys, welcome to the channel and welcome to another vlog. First I'm going to start off with saying sorry for not making any videos. Life's become pretty hectic, it's been very busy. You will see by the title of the caption for the video as well as everything that has happened. We're going to give you a shop update and a bit of a collection update because the collection has changed and it will change drastically after you see this video. But we've been busy. The race car is being under massive construction at the moment. Haven't driven it since February. We are now in September, so it's been a fair few couple months. A lot of money has been spent into it, don't want to lie, but thousands of dollars, all thanks to sponsors as well as the shop. Shout out LDK and all of them boys. So thank you very much to everyone that is still backing us. Thank you to all the sponsors that are still backing us. We are back. We are going to try and make as much content as possible, especially with what you are about to see in the video, as well as the race car. Shakedown for the race car is in 26 days or something like that. It gets tuned next weekend, all thanks to Nathan. So hopefully that'll all go to plan. It gets tuned next weekend, goes to its shakedown. Hopefully the shakedown goes as good as we plan. After that, it'll go over to Queensland Refinish so that they can give it a bit of a birthday, because it's been 2 years since they've given it a birthday. And then hopefully over to a wrap company to get the new livery put on it. So anyone that's watching this video that is a sign rider or does any wraps, please hit me up, DM me. I would love to work in partnership with you guys, so please let me know if anyone's keen on that. And then we're off to Bathurst. So if anyone follows me on social media like Instagram, if you don't know what you're doing, but you're doing something wrong, go follow me. But you will know that we are doing Challenge Bathurst in November, so I'm super pumped. The team is pumped, the sponsors are pumped. That's the whole reason why the M3 has gone over this makeover. Don't want to spoil it. You'll see in the video it is covered so that no one can see it, because no one has seen this car since February. So we are very excited for it to be finished. Let's just say it's going to be a completely different animal when it's finished. So I'm pumped to be back in the seat and see what it can do. But yeah, this video is more of a shop update and a collection update. There's a few cars that have moved on, there's a few cars that have come. Unfortunately, you will know if you follow me on Instagram, Mad 6R is gone now. The Golf R has been sold, unfortunately. It's been a good 6 or 7 years with the car, but it was time to move on. To move on by getting rid of stuff, and it's the only way you will grow, hence why you will see what's coming in the video. But Mad 6R moved on because this is the new daily. So this is the new rig. We're gonna go camping and stuff like that, because Cody and I miss camping since she sold her Amarok. So we're gonna do camping, obviously tow rig, stuff like that. So it's done up. It's got 2-inch lift kit already. It's got a 130 litre fuel tank, ARB everything, ARB bull bars, winch, all that stuff. Our tent's on it now. So yeah, V6 Amarok. It's part of the family now. Personalized number plate, DPM 16. If you don't know what that means, Dylan.Pereira Motorsport, obviously. But yeah, that's the new rig, that's the new daily. Love it to bits. The shop is gonna change. Unfortunately for the Mini, we haven't done anything to it since the last video. In two worlds about it at the moment. Bought a whole new smoke tester and all that to see why it's not boosting, and we've kind of come down to it not building boost because of the turbo. So we're not sure if it's something to do with the wastegate or anything like that. I do not have time for it at the moment. It might stay, it might go. If anyone's interested, please DM me. By all means, if someone's keen, come take it. The M3 has taken a lot of our time, so this has just been more in the way than anything else. The plates are missing, you will find out why. But yeah, that's the Mini update. The trailer is obviously the trailer. We've had that for a while. It ain't going anywhere because then no more racing. Cody's bike store here. We also have this now for the shop. It is not new, it is used, but it will do the job. It's a tire machine. sick and tired of sending my stuff to shops and they're getting absolutely destroyed and not caring about my wheels and getting them scratched and stuff like that. So I'm going to scratch them myself. But it does the job. These things new are like 7-8 grand. So shout out to Dylan from Ski Control for hooking me up and giving us a good price for it. We're going to probably give it to Cure the Refinish to give it a bit of a freshen up, because it does look a bit rusty and a bit how you going, but it still works, and that's all that matters. So new machine. We do have something else in the workshop. Let's go and have a look. Something new in the workshop too. So I'm sick and tired of working on the S13 on the floor, 1/2 meter off the ground, because I have to put it on jack stands because it doesn't fit on our original hoist. For those of you that don't know, our original hoist have that stupid thing on the floor because it is chain driven to pull both sides up. So the S13 doesn't fit on there and the Gold Beamer doesn't fit on there. So whenever I have to work on them, it has to be on the floor, and it sucks. For anyone that's worked on a hoist before, you know you get used to the luxury and you do not want to work on the floor. So got a new hoist. It's not brand new, but it does the job. It goes up and down. The 13 gets on it nice and easily. If the S13 gets on it nicely, the Gold Beamer will too. So the S13 is on it now because it's getting a birthday. If you saw anything, all the stuff on the trailer, it's getting a full maintenance. So I don't think it's been done in a very long time since Robbie had done it last. New radiator hoses, new hose clamps, new tappet cover gaskets, which are coming tomorrow, new spark plugs, new power steering hoses, new power steering pump is coming. Oh, you name it. Prop shaft seal, gearbox oil, diff oil, engine oil, fuel filter, everything. Don't want to over exaggerate, but everything. We did do a drift day with it, how long ago? A couple of months ago.
In July?
Oh, don't say it that long ago.
Yeah,
A while ago. The fuel pump completely crapped itself. If we filmed that series or Drifter Downs, you would have seen that we were struggling with fuses. Unfortunately, it wasn't a fuse box or fuse issue or anything like that. It was purely just the pump. The pump just had enough. I don't remember when last it was changed. Neither does Robbie know when last he put that pump in. So I bit the bullet, put a brand new pump in it, and it is good for when we turbo it. So this will eventually get boosted. Probably not this year because of the M3. The M3 is taking quite a lot of funds at the moment, especially with how close Bathurst is getting and what you're about to see. But also the shop, we're investing into the shop to make it better. So this will work as it is. I will show you some clips now of the drift day, which was sick before the fuel pump shut itself. But it was awesome tandeming with Dylan and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. So I'll drop in some videos now. But that's the S13, that's the M3. It's covered up because you guys aren't allowed to see it, obviously, till it's finished. It doesn't look anything special to look at right now, so you're not missing out on much. But I'm so pumped for that to be finished. But the whole reason why I'm doing this video, it has been a massive dream to own something like this. To get this was an awesome opportunity. The opportunity came up, it was a good price. I just sold the Golf, so I was very depressed. No, I wasn't so depressed, but I was pretty sad that the Golf's gone because I don't have a street car that's okay to just hop in it and not be harassed by police officers all the time, like the Gold Beamer. Because for anyone that is not in Australia, you do not understand that driving a lowered car in Australia is like being the most wanted person in Australia. So I was a bit upset about the Golf going. So this popped up. It's been a dream car, and I still can't believe that it's mine, to be honest. I pinch myself every time I look at it. This is what, the third day of having it, so it still hasn't sunk in yet, but I would like to show you my new to me 2003 BMW E46 M3. So as you can see by the montage that Cody has put together, this is my new to me 2003 BMW E46 M3. Now, I've been wanting an E46 M3 for many years. I know every time I bring out a new car, I always say it's been a dream, it's been a dream. My dream list is very massive if you haven't understood or gathered by that. But to have an E36 M3 and an E46 M3, it's the start of what Cody and I's end goal is going to be. So in a perfect world, the dream is to have every generation of M3. Obviously an E30 M3 is very difficult to get your hands on, especially here in Australia. I will settle for a old DTM or touring car. So if you have one and you want to sell it or give it to me, DM me. But to have every generation of M3s is the ultimate goal for me, in my opinion. The best ways to start is obviously the E36. Every one of you that has watched previous videos and stuff like that or know me know that I love E36s. That's why I got the M3 as well as the Gold Beamer, and why we've had so many. I can't even count on my hands how many E36s we've had. But the opportunity to buy this came up and I couldn't say no. It came up for a pretty good price, especially considering the market that today. It's not ridiculously low compared to the market, but it came up for a good price, and I was very keen on it because it's a one owner car. So the person I bought it from is Mark. Shout out Mark if you watch these videos, you're an awesome guy. He bought it brand new back in 2003. He gave me the receipts for everything on this car, even the original receipts of how much he paid for the car back in 2003. So he's had it in his possession the whole time. What's that, 23 years, something like that. So 22. It is awesome. To have a one owner M3 E46, especially an E46, that is very hard to come by. I wasn't really in the market to buy one. We were looking at one for after I sold the Golf, but none of them really ticked the box. And honestly, when you go and buy a second-hand M3, they're pretty much rooted. Honestly, I get you got to drive them to how they're built, but some people just take advantage for them. They don't look after them. They just use them to use and abuse, and they don't give any maintenance. Now, I know it might sound very hypocrite of me saying that, considering the race car and the S13, but honestly, you guys don't understand how much time, effort, and money, and blood, sweat, and tears, and all that we put into our cars to enjoy them. For example, the M3, it gets service after every single race meeting, no matter whether it did just 1 day or 2 days. If it does a race meeting, as soon as it goes to the track, it comes back and it gets a full service. So oil filter, all that stuff. Same goes for the S13, I must say. As much as it is awesome, it also gets maintenance and it gets looked after very well. Same thing goes 1 or 2 events and then it gets a fresh service, new oil filter, new fuel filter. This is probably the biggest maintenance thing I've ever done on the 13 since I've owned it, but honestly, I can count on one hand how many drift events we've gone to, so it hasn't copped that much of a flogging. But yeah, when you buy a second-hand M3, it is very hard to find one that hasn't been absolutely flogged. And to find one that hasn't missed a service or anything like that. This has full service history. It's got all the receipts for everything that he's done to the car and stuff like that. And I just couldn't say no. Honestly, if it was going to be any other E46, I probably would have said no. But because it's got everything and it's been looked after, I couldn't say no. It's the return of Fat. As you would have seen off the Mini, I've taken it off the Mini. It is registered under Fat. Fat was my first ever personalized number plate, and it was the first car it went on was a gold Beamer. So what better to bring it back onto the M3? So the M3 has the Fat plates. So for anyone that doesn't know M3s, the CE46 M3, carbon Schwartz, if I said it wrong, deal with it. So it's like a blackish blue. It looks really cool, especially in the sun. It will pop. It is getting a full ceramic coat and detail cut and polish and everything like that next weekend. So hopefully it'll look 10 times better. But the optional extras on this car is ridiculous. I saw the original receipt that Mark bought the car for back in 2003. I think it said, what, $115,000 or something, $150,000 or something like that. That is ridiculous, especially back in 2003. I reckon nowadays that would be what, $300,000, $400,000
easily.
So it is ridiculous. A few of the optional extras we'll go through. So of course, the sunroof, that is an optional extra for the E46 M3s. The black leather interior, that is also optional extra, especially the factory ones do come leather, but these are electric with memory, so we can have up to 3 memories, I think in this car. It is SMG. A lot of people will say, oh, they're trash or anything like that. They are not trash, you just don't know how to drive. SMG, for anyone that doesn't know BMWs, or especially the E46 M3s, SMG is not automatic. SMG stands for sequential manual gearbox. So it is essentially a manual gearbox like what comes out in your manual M3s, just sequential. So the whole reason why people don't like them is because you drive them like ass. You ride the clutch and stuff like that. Obviously it's going to give you issues if you ride the clutch in a manual car. The clutch doesn't last long and stuff like that. Couldn't care less if it was manual or SMG. It's an E46 M3. I am definitely happy when I sit in this seat. There's a smile on my face that you can't take off no matter what. So whether it's SMG or manual, I couldn't care less. He has put an aftermarket unit in it because the stock ones do fail quite easily. I do have the stock one still, so that is awesome. Everything he's done to the car that he's put aftermarket stuff in, so like the radio, the standard speakers, he's given it to me. So he's given me the standard speakers, he's given me the standard radio, all the stuff that he's taken off to put aftermarket stuff on, he's given to me. So I have everything to put this car back to original if I want to have it in a collection for the future where it has to be 100% factory. I do have everything to do that still. 19-inch M3 wheels, which Cody probably says she wants to steal for her F30. Honestly, I'm not sure what to do with the car. My original idea was to make it look like a CSL. At the end of the day, it isn't a CSL, so I'm not sure what I want to do. Definitely want to do a CSL airbox, whether it's Turner Motorsport or a Turner Motorsport in the States, or Carbonetics over in Europe. Obviously they are very expensive. There's not many people here that have them. I do want to do that purely because of the S54. It sounds awesome. I do want to put an exhaust on it, or at least get Elias to put a rear muffler section on the car just to make it a little bit louder. Stock exhaust does sound nice, but it's not enough. You know, you always hear those videos on YouTube and stuff like that of E46 M3s around Nürburgring, and they sound absolutely awesome. So this is kind of what I want to do. I will be doing a whole bunch of all the bushes underneath, rear subframe bushes and stuff like that. Being SMG, I know it hasn't been driven hard in the past because honestly the SMG has no idea what it's doing. So now with me driving it and actually getting into it and stuff like that, the SMG is a bit slow and it's not used to that. So it's going to go back to BMW with Dad because he works at BMW. He's going to take it in and they're going to reset the SMG and stuff like that so he can relearn my style of driving. Not sure if I'm going to lower it or anything like that. Probably not. Maybe if I do, it'll probably be KW coilovers from Scuderia Auto Art. But we'll see about that. In the boot, optional extra subwoofer. This is all the original stuff that he's given me. So, like I said before, he's given me the stock radio, stock speakers. He's given me all of this stuff, which I'm not going to show you everything because it's got his name on it, but he's even given me the original catalog back in 2003 about the E46s, which is awesome. So that's all the paperwork. Optional extra subwoofer, which is sick. It pumps. It is awesome. Some guards and stuff like that. So the car has been looked after very well, which is the whole reason why I bought it. Honestly, it's not the cleanest, but it's definitely not the worst. So it is a very good start. There's a fair few things that I've bought already from BMW, from Dad, that he's organized for me coming in a few weeks, which I'll hopefully clean it up a bit more. But yeah, I'm not sure what to do with it. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it stock. Probably will keep it stock. If not, just wheels, KW coilovers, and the airbox. Maybe a little front lip or something like that. Or actually go full out and make a proper CSL, put CSL bumpers on it and stuff like that. But I just want to enjoy it. Honestly, an original E46 M3, I've been wanting an E46 M3 for ages, so to have it in the collection is awesome. So that is why we are restructuring the collection. The Golf is gone. The Mini might go. If anyone's interested, I might put it up for expression of interest on Facebook. So if anyone's interested, please DM me. The shop, obviously, fair few changes. New hoist, tire machine, stuff like that. We're going to get new toolboxes, new benches and stuff like that, and give it a bit of a clean up because it is looking a bit messy. We haven't spent a lot of time in the workshop cleaning it because of the M3. So hopefully when the M3, I have to say which M3 now, how cool is that? When the race car M3 is finished, we're going to spend a lot more time focusing on the workshop and making it nice and clean again. But yeah, that's pretty much a life update for me. I hope you guys like the E46 M3. Comment down below what you would like to see to it. If you would like me to put exhaust and stuff like that on it. Any events that you want us to see us do with it. Obviously, no drifting with it. That's the whole reason why we've got the S13. So do not mention drifting. Colette Davis and stuff like that from the States. Chris Forsberg and stuff like that. They're all coming from Matsuri, which we only realized this week.
Literally like Tuesday.
Really upset at the fact that I didn't buy a Matsuri ticket. So if anyone wants to give me a Matsuri ticket or want to sell me their Matsuri ticket, please let me know. I'm looking on the hunt for a Matsuri ticket. If not, we will probably end up going to Matsuri anyway. We might probably film that and show you guys what Matsuri is all about as a spectator if we don't drive, which is still going to be awesome. And there's a fair few events that we will probably film as well. So it's definitely the shakedown of the M3 because you guys haven't seen it since February. No one's seen it since February. So we'll film the shakedown. And Bathurst. Bathurst is definitely going to get vlogged. I can't wait. We're going to drive down to Bathurst too, so we'll video the trip down. We'll video what it's like at Bathurst. It's my first time at Bathurst, so another track to tick on the dream bucket list. I've done Nürburgring, and now it's time to start ticking the rest of them. So I cannot wait to tick another track off the bucket list. But yeah, pumped, man. I can't believe I got an E46 M3. But thank you for watching the vlog. I hope you enjoy it. Like, comment, subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. But yeah, thank you very much, and we'll see you at the next one. Laters.
Put him over it.
Laters. Yeah, sick dude.